What's up, crypto fam? This is a market recap for Thursday, March 13th. So, the stock market is looking like the bears are getting a bit tired, and potential daily bounces are set up that is a possibility now. And I'm expecting this to transfer over to the crypto sector. Sorry, I'm still very sick. So, the Bitcoin dominance, we held our second resistance here and are currently trying to find a higher low at this moment. We need to make more of a push to the downside. We're still holding this daily 12 EMA on the way up, so we need to make more of a push for the bears, and that would give us more credit to the altcoins. So there's no altcoin season in sight at this time. A lot needs to happen, and there's just nowhere to be seen. Maybe there's some strength in some individual names on bounces, but they are just bounces until further notice. So what I'm seeing, I'm just going to go over Bitcoin because that is the most important name right now, and that needs to change for anything else to really meaningfully change. So what I'm watching for Bitcoin, we have not changed the daily trend since we have made it to all-time highs. This was a bounce, and we just had an equilibrium, straight back down. We have not changed the daily trend. So what we are attempting right now is to change this daily trend. And we are also in a bit of a falling wedge as well. Just like the regular stock market is in a falling wedge, we are starting to shape this up in Bitcoin as well. So from this bounce, or from this most recent high, we have bounced to the 0.5, which does give us more potential to see. We've started daily consolidation now, see? We've topped out on this bounce, and now we're trying to find that higher low now. We need to see this change. We need to set this higher low and break out above, and that would be the very first time since all-time highs, this big drop. So that would be a 30% drop, essentially, since we've seen a daily trend change, and that would be significant. So that would be the first step. Obviously, we need to see follow-through on that as well. And we need to hold this daily 12 EMA on the way back up. Basically, we need to get above to the golden pocket on this, at least to give me some sort of hope that there's some strength in the bulls, and ideally above this trend line. So nothing has changed at this time, but we have the potential to change. And right now we just kind of change the daily or hourly trend back to the bulls. We need to hold this hourly 12 EMA and make a big run here. And now we fell underneath the 4-hour 12 EMA again. And we're at the 0.5 on this retracement. So we need to get above the 12 EMA for 4-hour on the way back up. And yeah, so anyways, this is just a bounce right here that we're seeing. We will see how the night plays out and how the morning looks. But yeah, we're trying to, potentially this could be the first time that we change the daily trend, or maybe we just set a lower low here and don't see a lot of follow through, and then this keeps this wedge alive and we tighten up on the downside here before we break out. Or we could fall down too. Not any option is open. It's just, this is just early pattern recognition. And so this is up. We'll see how this plays out. And my guess is as good as yours. It's just you kind of got to set yourself up for the scenarios. You basically, just try and set yourself up for the best potential scenario and have a level to play off of. It's if you see a breakdown with no follow through and right into another 4-hour bounce, that is a potential entry right there. That's a lot of my entries are on falling wedges. When I see a breakdown with no follow through, I will a lot of times buy that entry, and then if we do see a bounce and then break down again, well then I might get out of that trade. Or a lot of times that does mark the high or the higher low, and then it works out. When you see a lot of bear flags break like a bear flag break with no follow through, that's kind of an indicator that the bears are tired, and then you go to the other way. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. We are in this definitely in a falling wedge type pattern right now. Could be going off of this trend line, and that was just an overshoot. But this is what I'm watching, and whatever name you're watching. See, Ethereum's just really weak. XRP's gotten a bit of a bounce so far. We need to see more. A lot of the names just getting over the 12 moving average is the main thing. So yeah, and yeah, we're just changed the daily trend because we have not done that on many names at all. Hype's just waterfall down. Yeah, Bitcoin seems to be one of the stronger names for sure. A lot of these names haven't even seen a daily bounce happen yet. And I caution those names. If you haven't seen a daily bounce start yet, then your name is weaker. So caution on those names. Caspa's seeing a bit of a bounce there. Dogecoin. This is just a bear flag as far as I'm concerned. Hbar, bear flag. Now it's trying to follow through on this bear flag, so Hbar is a little bit weak. Cardano, I know a lot of people are interested in that. This is just a daily bear flag, and not a lot of room for a higher low at this time. So caution on Cardano. Mochi, weak bear flag so far. Needs more. Trump. Just a big overshoot, and then slap back down. Needs to get this 4-hour trend change back, or keep the 4-hour trend going upwards. All right, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm watching. I'm just sick right now. Hopefully I'm better. This is kind of crazy. It's the sickest I've been in years. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow. Check in. I might do a pre-market. It's very up in the air at this time, so next week I'll be back full force, and on the weekend at some point I'll do a big recap of everything and what to look for. I'm thinking this is opportunity. This is opportunity, for Bitcoin and for the stock market itself. As long as we're holding above this 12 moving average and we're not closing below it, I'm gonna say we're still bullish and we're still in a bull run. I know this is more aggressive pullback than this was. But as long as we can hold above this 12 moving average, I'm gonna give the bulls the benefit of the doubt that they're just our indicators need to cool off. This was a big move. This was quite a big move, and so we don't see just a complete blow off top and shoot down. We need these type of movement. We need these type of pullbacks to keep it healthy. Obviously, if we set the monthly higher low and set a monthly lower high and head back down, then we are at big risk of a lot of downside at that point, and I would caution you at that point. But as we are above the 12 moving average on the weekly or a monthly, I'm gonna say longer term is still looking healthy on Bitcoin anyways. If you're in a name that's down 70-80% from its all-time highs, now you're looking at 500, 400, 300% just to get back to the most recent highs, and that's a difficult thing. So that's why when I tell you guys play the names that are closer to all-time highs, there's a reason for it, and there's new winners every cycle, so those are the names you want to play. All right, take care. I will see you tomorrow.